It's been 88 days since the last time I gave you all a jump shot video. Since then, I showed you me shooting with a 53 three-pointer, 1 shooting badge, and most recently shooting with a 49 three-pointer on NBA 2K22 with the same exact jump shot. Today on Christmas, I'm going to be giving you all my jump shot. Please drop a like and let's get straight into it. I'm also going to be giving you all every single tip possible to become a great shooter on NBA 2K22. So everything depends on your base. Every jump shot has a different green window percent, white window percent, release speed, and many other things. But you don't have to worry about that because I'm just going to simply give you a fast shot that's also very good. So the most popular base this year, the first thing you'll be doing in your jump shot creator, your custom jump shot, is going to be base 3. Now, you still need the release speed, the animation blending, and the 2 custom releases to have my full jump shot. But a lot of people always talk about, well, I actually like the Ray Allen look. I like the Kobe Bryant jump shot look. You can have that exact look pretty much. You just have to put it on your releases. Without going too far into detail and boring you with green window percent and white window percent, stuff like that, you can just simply put on base 3, which is going to have really good stats of the jump shot and then have the same look of the shot that you really like. So you're able to time it correctly and have the stats of a good jump shot. Now, a lot of people, I'm talking about, I play with some really good people, and yet they always make a very common and simple mistake. That mistake is thinking that they're so good at the game, blah, 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 that they do not need jump shot boosts till they do not buy them. You need jump shot boost. I don't care what anybody tells you. From all my experience of playing the game, you need jump shot boost. Out of 100 shots, it probably helps you make 10 to 20 more out of that 100. Those shots are huge. You miss one shot in a game, you can easily lose. Now, you might say, oh, I don't have enough VC. Well, every time you play a part game, if you play 10 part games, you make enough VC in those 10 games to buy 10 games of jump shot boost. So just replace it with the VC that you get from playing actual games or play My Career, something like that, to stack up if you want to. But jump shot boost. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of people don't really understand how much it benefits your gameplay. So the release speed that I use is 100% release speed, but that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Figure out what's best for you. I would recommend 100 or 75 because you want to get your shot off before you're contested. Base 3 is one of the fastest jump shots in the game, so you may not be comfortable with the 100% release speed and be much more comfortable and be able to shoot a lot better with the 75. Now, apparently, a 75% release speed is also going to give you a bigger green window, which doesn't mean necessarily that you're going to green more shots, but it's going to make it to where in the 520 milliseconds or whatever of the shot, it does have more time in it that you're able to green the shot. So what that means is, and I don't mean to go deep into this because I said I wasn't really going to, but in the 500 milliseconds of the shot, the green window is, let's say, 50 milliseconds. If you go down to 75 release speed, it's going to be like 55. So you're able to time it a little bit worse and still get into that green window and green the shot. Although the risk you take is going from being wide open to 1%, 2% contested, and you all know how whites are on NBA 2K22 if you played it this year. They go in a lot. So that split millisecond difference can be the difference between being wide open or 1%, 2% contested, which is going to drastically downgrade your chances of making the jump shot. That's just how 2K22 is. You can't be mad at me. Whites go in a lot, especially when they're wide open. So it's really up to you to think about that and make the decision on what release speed you are comfortable with choosing. But I highly recommend you just try to get used to the 100% release speed and get those wide open shots more often. Now, something people underestimate so much is being hardwired to your system. Go buy an Ethernet cable, it's like $5, and plug up from your router to your system. Latency is a huge thing on 2K. When you go to take your jump shot, when you press the button, you want your player to go up instantly and shoot the ball. Recently, I figured out that my latency is about 50 to 60 milliseconds on my own server. So when I press down the button, it actually doesn't do what I pressed until about 50 to 60 milliseconds later. But some people that are not hardwired are going to be like 100, 200, which is huge on 2K. It's already bad enough for me at the 50/60 range. So guys, make sure you do that with your connection. You know, ask someone to help you out and figure it out. It takes 2 seconds to look it up on YouTube. It's not something that's hard at all. Trust me, it takes 3 minutes to do it, and it's going to change how you play on 2K22. So my animations, my releases that are going to be on release 1 and release 2 are going to be release 126. It's a random one you don't see a lot. 126 is going to be release 1, and release 2 is Larry Bird. That's what gives it that huge arc of the shot, which is also going to not get contested as much. That's the only thing releases do. A lot of YouTubers will try and finesse you and act like, oh, this release is a huge difference. The only thing releases do is change the arc of the jump shot, and of course the look. So yes, the cue of the jump shot is important, like the look of it, and you know how to time it correctly. But other than that, in the arc, releases do nothing to your jump shot. A lot of people do not understand that. It doesn't have a green window percent, a white window percent, anything like that. It doesn't change your release speed, nothing. All it does is give you the look, which is important, you know, being able to look at it and be able to know when you should release your jump shot. And, you know, you put on whatever you're comfortable with. And then the arc. So don't have on a shot, and you guys can change up the customs if you want to figure out what you really like, but don't have on a shot that's going to be like a set shot where your guy's not really lifting his feet off the ground, or when he releases it, his hands aren't high above his head. And that's going to help you get contested less. So the release speed and the arc are very important into your jump shot. Now, the last thing I really want to talk about is hotspots. If you're not that good of a shooter, and this also ties into your shooting badges, then you probably shouldn't be using Hot Zone Hunter. You should be using something that helps you in other ways. Because if, let's say, you only have one hotspot on the court or two, are you really going to want to use Hot Zone Hunter or put on like catch and shoot or corner specialist if you're a spot up, something else, green machine, that's going to help you be a better shooter than just in that one or two spots. So also something that is tying into that is messing around. I know that people want to have fun on the game, but something that's going to decrease your fun is messing around and losing your hotspot. Then there's no reason to have on Hot Zone Hunter. You're playing the game with on Hot Zone Hunter and it's doing nothing for you, and you're also getting a -5 in that spot to shooting. So a hotspot gives you +5 to your attributes. Let's say it's in the mid-range, a +5 to your mid-range in that spot. But if you have a cold spot, it gives you a negative. So that is very important. Now, the two blending for the jump shot is 50%, 50%. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Comment down a jump shot for people to try in the comment section down below so that they can try out yours and see if they like that as well. It's your boy Badge Plug. You have been plugged in. Merry Christmas, and I'm out. Peace.